And here's the thing. I'm not diminishing your opinion or being negative toward you or those who have this opinion, because I've had a lot of conversations with religious folk, some Christians, some other denominations, and we've had pleasant disagreements. They weren't snarky. They weren't, above all, they weren't derogatory toward that community. When people are saying shit like Dwayne Wade's sweet, making fun of his son playing in the WNBA, that's the shit I'm talking about. That won't be tolerated at all. Not from me. Like, yeah, free speech, but I'm going to check that shit every time. In my use of my platform and my free speech, I'm going to call you a fucking idiot, because you are. You're not voicing an opinion, you're voicing hate. When the Christians get on there and they're like, well, or the religious people, and they're like, I don't agree with the lifestyle. I really think in my heart that will have you thrown into eternal damnation. I rock with, like, I don't rock with that because I don't agree with it, but that's different. They're not being hateful. They really in their hearts feel that way. I'm a Buddhist. I follow New Age spirituality. I don't know why it's always so hard to say that word, but that's what I'm into. There's no telling if that's true way of light or whatever, your salvation, whatever the case. I just don't rock with organized religion for that reason, that it is kind of exclusionary. But I respect that. I respect it, as I just don't agree with the lifestyle. And while it's still, I say it's none of their business either, they're not voicing it like that. And above all, again, they're not being dumbass, derogatory type people. People keep asking me why I keep talking about this. Again, I wasn't going to talk about it today. That was not my plan. And then I seen the shit that Lil Boosie said. But I keep talking about it because of the Lil Boosies. Because of the hateful people. Because y'all can think I'm soft all you want. Because I rock with that community. But just as soft as you think I am, just know I go that much harder for my loved ones. And in the event that my son is gay, trans, now he's 8, I don't know what he's going to be. I know he knows what he likes. But as far as right now, I haven't seen any leanings either way. But here's my thing. If I'm famous or he's famous or whatever the fuck, and y'all start talking that homophobic shit, I'm going to just start swinging on people. I fight for my son. I fight for my loved ones because we can't talk to y'all. You guys don't talk with an empathetic and inclusionary heart. You're mean, disrespectful. So fuck y'all. I don't have any desire to be at the table negotiating anything with people like that. I put y'all in the same boat I would put Trump in, or a KKK member. What the fuck we gonna talk about? How am I convince this idiot that my color is not a detriment to your life? The same way, how am I convince this idiot that the LGBT community has nothing to do with your life? I don't know, man. It's really getting on my goddamn nerves. People are fucking stupid. So, fuck what Boosie talking about. I think this nigga got like 8 baby mamas and his kids don't even like him. He always got something in the corner of his mouth and a punk ass fade. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be talking about the man. Boosie, if you're listening to this, I'm sure you want to beat me up because that's what you do, right? You kill people. You kill people who disagree with you. You know what? I'd be willing to talk to Boosie. I'd be willing to sit at the table and try to get down to why he thinks he's better than somebody like D Wade. You sold drugs to your community, bruh. At least you rapped that you did. The way you treat women. And if I'm not mistaken, please, correct me. I could have sworn this man verbatim's words were, I'm going to get a bad bitch for my 14-year-old so he can get his dick sucked for his birthday or some bullshit like that. Come on, Boosie. I'm not taking parental advice from a nigga like that. I'm just not. Okay, I'm sure something else is going to happen and I'll have to talk about this shit again. But moving on, I'm really hoping Elizabeth Warren gets the nod for the election. I fucking love this woman. I've been on her team since she started. Even before she announced she was running, I was always fucking with Elizabeth Warren. Just the way, because we need somebody to attack the 1%, because that's what it's about. Y'all get bogged down in the racism and all that bullshit. No, really, it's the 99% putting us 1% against each other with the racism and the gay stuff and all that. Trump don't give a fuck about white Southerners, white poor people. He don't like poor people. I don't even, you know what? I'm not even sure he's a racist, which I don't know he is, because I don't think he let black people stay in his apartments and shit. But I don't think he would let poor white people stay in this shit. Trump ain't fucking with you if you ain't got no money. And that is the whole game. Is to get the middle class strong again. And I think Elizabeth Warren can do that. Now, I like Bernie too, don't get me wrong. I just think it's time to, let's try a woman. Why not? Everybody else up until this point has been garbage. Obama was okay. But look what he was going up against. She got on Bloomberg's head. I don't even know why this nigga running. Bloomberg, we don't trust you. We, as in the African American vote. What was you thinking? You led stop and frisk, my nigga. That's a horrible thing to lead. And that's why I didn't fuck with the Clintons. The way they spoke of black people, and they put a lot of black people in jail. A lot of people that didn't deserve to be there. And Bloomberg's history with women, I wasn't even aware of that. I really hope, I want Warren so bad. I mean, Bernie talking about free college and shit, free healthcare, that would be dope. I just don't think he can pull it off, nor do I think he can beat Trump. What Elizabeth Warren showed me last night is that she's gonna go fucking hard. And that's what we need. We need somebody who cares about us. Not to say that Bernie does not. And hopefully there's some silver lining or best case scenario where they run on the same ticket. Like we pick one and then one can be vice president. That's fucking ideal. 45 presidents have been men. 44 of them white. It's time for some diversity, guys. It's just based on that. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't vote for her just because she's a woman. I mean, I am, and that's my vote. It probably won't matter anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. But I really genuinely like her. And I've never felt this way about a candidate. I most definitely voted for Barack Obama because he was black. All day I did. And, sorry, my dog is... Shut up. Every time. Maybe you don't like the podcast. What if my dog is just hates my views? He's sitting over there. What the fuck you talking about? I feed you though. You keep talking that shit. Anyway, I love Elizabeth Warren. I hope she gets the nod. She has my endorsement. Not that it means anything, but check her out. Look at her views. Please go vote. When it's time to vote, if you even just vote locally, just vote. Please. So we can get these stupid, just got a weird ass text. Speaking of voting, oh man, that's weird. That's weird. Because I was talking to y'all about voting and I'm on my mic. I just got a text that says, "Hey David, it's Mohammed with Bernie 2020. Did you hear? Bernie is hosting a Get Out." Oh, wait. What is Bernie hosting? This shit is weird. "Hey David, it's Mohammed with Bernie 2020. Did you hear? Bernie is hosting a Get Out the Early Vote rally in Bakersfield on Friday, February 21st at 3:30 p.m. Are you able to join him?" I will be child free. I might go do that. I might go see what the fuck Bernie talking about. That sounds fun. But on another note, why am I getting that text right now? Right as I'm talking about voting? Ooh, we're going to do some conspiracy theories next. You know what? It's time. I've been wanting to get to that, but I'm not sure how my audience will take to it. But I fucking love conspiracy theories. The phone listening to you and Facebook putting ass shit, that shit is real. Anyway, not Trump. Ooh, that was a close one. Sorry. Fuck Trump. Warren 2020. Please. The next thing I had on my list to talk to you guys about today. English obviously isn't my first language. Anyway, I have been having a rough go. And it started with my son's basketball game. Now, at first, and I'll just jump into it. Every year I play basketball. Every year I have my son play football. He plays basketball. We play in the same Parks and Rec league. I just with the adults, and I coach the kids with him and his friends. No matter what the game is, the refs always fuck us. Now, fortunately, we've been good enough through the years to kind of bypass that. As far as my adult league, we were very talented. We were just arrogant because we were so talented. But the refs, no less, never gave us calls. I took down all the fouls. There was one game where my big got 4 fouls in one possession. Now, as a coach, that's my bad. I should have pulled him out. We just didn't have any other bigs. But nobody ever in the history of in basketball, and you only get 5 fouls in this league. Nobody has ever fouled 4 fouls in one fucking possession. So, I digress. Back to my son's game. They're slapping my son. They're just doing all this stuff, and I'm like, and I almost lose my cool. I didn't get violent. I sat calmly, but I just was really sarcastic and really like, what the fuck is going on here? And the guy on the other team just always has beef with my team or me. We played this football team, the coach, last year. Not last year, the year before last. We fucking killed them. And he's kind of a douche and a cheater. Not a cheater, because what he was doing was within the rules of the football league. But the refs love him. And he reffed me last year, and I never get calls. Never. Finally, I was fucking over it. So I hit up the guy who runs Parks and Rec, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? This is every year with this bullshit. And I threw the racist thing out there. Now, I did recant that because I can't tell intent. I can't tell if you're not fucking with me or you fucking with me because you're racist. Just the area I live in, I'm just going to assume is racism. But because I can't tell that, I do have to walk that back. But there is most definitely a fucking bias. And I was just over it. And I don't even know how to combat it anymore. Because like with this little Boosie thing, and just people just are so beholden on their views and their standpoints. So my thing today was to just rail against them, talk shit about how fuck them, fuck this, and I decided to just, coach harder. To teach these kids, this is a learning lesson. There are going to be some of you, most of you, who have to deal with this. My son's black. It's a good learning lesson. He's going to have to learn how to deal with